Okay, so today is going to be a little special review, which is for Tigress's new song, Disconnect, of their upcoming album. Yes, Tigress are finally releasing an album after 3 EPs. I might be wrong, I think it's 3. They're all great, but finally we're getting an album, and this is the second single that dropped. The first one, Choked, I'll link a review up there. It was also like an absolute banger, still return to it quite regularly, and the music video was so cool as well, like animated, and this one's called, this one's totally different. It's a bit movie-esque, which is probably due to Josh being the one that directed it and edited it. Like, for those that don't know, Josh is their drummer, and he recently started his own little production company. And he's a big movie enthusiast, so I have big expectations for this one. Josh, you better not disappoint. So yeah, let's give this a spin. I haven't listened to the song either, and I don't know how I managed because it's literally been out for a week. It was a struggle, believe me. Such a struggle. But here we are now. Time to dive in. Oh. I don't think I've ever gotten so excited about someone pouring water into a cup. Oh, that's so cool! Oh, it's a Tigress cup. Okay, I shouldn't be freaking out about this so much, but it's... Oh, this really feels like a short film already. That looks like a theater. Oh, it's Choke in the background. Oh.
2 nights ago, she went in way too far. Now it's your job to get her back.
Oh.
Falling down a social media rabbit hole is no joke. One meme can quite easily become 20. I'm talking to you, Blue Eyes! We're all wanted men. Don't show your faces to anyone.
Oh my god, this is amazing!
Here's the address. She's in the system now.
Loving this new sound. Okay, let's turn this right up. Oh. That's fucking scary. Those eyes make me creepy out. Oh, hello, Katie. Oh, oh my god, what? This is so fucking trippy. It's like she's not there anymore. It's like completely vanished into the digital world. Okay, prison or insane? One of the two. Or a bit of both? Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god, those fucking eyes. What the hell? Locked inside a state of mind for the prison aspects that they picked up. God! Oh! Oh, that's a filthy guitar right there! Ooh!
Yes, did it. Smashed it, guys.
Oh. I feel like there could totally be a part 2 to this. Social media withdrawal? Is that... No! That's the medication, basically. Huh. Also, I totally know that sound effect. I totally have the same overlay, I think. Oh my god! That was so much fun. That was so much fun. That felt like a little short film. I am happy. I am very happy with that. Yeah, definitely let's dive into the lyrics a little bit, and I feel like we can definitely connect that back to what was happening in the music video. That seems to be a bit of a... What the fuck do I have the lyrics? Huh, there they are. Okay, found found them. I found them. So, as an overall vibe that I got meaning-wise from the video or from the song is that there's definitely a disconnect with ourselves, like within ourselves, due to social media or due to technology, and in a quest to fulfill a disconnect or to fulfill certain expectations, we try to flee into some sort of inhumane perfection, a false world that is hiding within our phones. That's kind of what I got story-wise from this. Let's look at the lyrics though, like a little bit in more detail. What really stood out to me in the first part was that don't blink, want a perfect paradise. That's kind of what I just said as a general overview. You don't, like it says, don't blink, because that will break the illusion of you being this perfect, inhumane thing, because blinking is a very natural thing, and not doing that makes you unnatural. Feel the disconnection, broken false connection, expecting, nobody likes their own reflection. This is very much this aspect of having lost the connection with yourself as you're chasing expectation, as you get lost in this false digital world that is so full of this expectation that wants you to look and be a certain way, and you can get very addicted to that image, to that idea, also because it's constantly in the palm of your hand. And I feel like that's especially a very current song right now, because so many people will probably experience this disconnect right now. Obviously the song was written before pandemic, but still the amount of times or like time we spend on our phones now or like at the computer is just so exponential, because for a lot of people that is the only way to connect right now. But through that you can often lose the connection with yourself, that is, or like with the actual world that is real and non-digital. And this know what you're expecting, nobody likes their own reflection. It's this very much you're expected to be perfect, but really you can't stand yourself, and that's kind of like this do you, like you're the one that's finger pointing, can you actually stand yourself? Because nobody can conform to this kind of perfection, even though we seem to be asking for it from everybody. And here in the chorus, I think there's a really interesting play on words here with the disconnect, I Miss Disconnection. So it's almost as if you're admitting that you're out of touch with yourself, that you're out of touch with the real world, and that there is this gap between reality and expectation. You're kind of very aware of it and you're embracing it almost. And what that second part of the chorus seems to hold is that you want to remain in this false world, in this false world of expectation, like want to live in denial, as in like want to keep on denying that this world that you're building is not actually real. So you're like, no, this is my world, and denying kind of who you really are, like denying the real connection with what you feel. And that just because you want to be enough, you want to conform, you want to meet these standards that are so like drilled into all of our heads and so drilled into society. Once again, we pick up with I Miss Disconnection, so highlighting the out of touch aspect once again. And then what comes on top of that is this I miss, I don't need your advice, I miss, don't look me in the eye, I'm locked inside my state of mind. So that locked inside my state of mind, I think that's the first time where you could see Katie behind the bars. So a very literal representation, or like actual representation of what it says in the lyrics, that you're kind of locked up in your own head. Also maybe due to social media and all that kind of stuff. And this don't look me in the eye, like you're turning a blind eye to what's actually going on, to this disconnection. And as if you're telling someone, like, don't break me out of this illusion. Like, I don't need your advice. Let me do my thing. Like, let me get lost in this world. Don't make me realize that this is not what I'm making it out to be, that this is actually me chasing some sort of empty expectation. Don't want people pointing out to you. And what I love about the next part is that it mirrors the last verse. Like, it's almost as if you would flip an hourglass, which gives it a bit of a kind of stuck in a loophole kind of character, Because here it's the I'm like inside the state of mind again, and then it's like I don't need to take your dumb advice, which is this I don't need your advice. Then it's just the blind leading the blind, playing on the eyes again. Don't look me in the eyes. So just the blind leading the blind means that you who are telling me what to do is giving me advice. You're not any better. You're exactly the same at the end of the day. And the only way you can get out is to unplug the system. And what I think is in the context of the song that kind of just jumped out at me when I read the lyrics now. I didn't catch on to that quite so much when I just heard the song, was this unplug the system. Can be like, okay, this whole thing that's going on isn't tied to individual people, it's on a bigger scale. So system here could be society, but also unplug the system, unplug the phone, unplug the technology, because obviously if you unplug that and the battery runs out, then it'll be dead, and then that world, that illusion, that disconnection will be dead as well, and you might find a way to reconnect. So it's very much this breaking with all of that aspect. And in the music video, we obviously have these different scenarios where they go to this, I don't know if it's an insane asylum, clinic, something like that, in order to retrieve Katie, who's completely gotten lost in that world, also represented by the eyes. So here we have the eyes being picked up in quite like a visual sense, like holy shit, those eyes are creepy, which is like the disconnection as well, because you always say that eyes are the window to your soul. Does that translate? It's a German saying, but I think it translates into English as well. And that basically the life has vanished from your eyes, like that is not visible anymore. It's just like this kind of like screen laid over almost, getting lost in that. And at the end then in the music video, we obviously have them being in that clinic after having broken out, after having retrieved her. Turns out, oh, actually like the doctor was the one who told them to retrieve her, and there's like a double, how do I call that? Not a double role, can't think of the word. But it's like this, oh no, how the tables have turned kind of moment. And they're all given their phone as kind of the medication, the cure, as in enter this world again, don't break with it. And at the end, disconnect, disconnect, disconnect. So disconnect also referring back to unplugging the system as well as being disconnected with yourself. That is pretty much what I gathered from this little music video and song here. Really enjoyed the song. I feel like I'm going to be spinning that quite a bit now that I actually can. And I'm so excited to get more singles up the album and to finally get the album. I hope it drops soon because I don't like waiting. And I'm praying that the tour in October can go ahead and that I can attend the shows, because it's been ages since I've seen these guys and I just want to give them a hug and I just want to sing along to the songs. So yeah, thank all of you for watching, and make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and maybe a comment down below, and I'll hopefully see you in another video. Bye!